What's going on, fellow Godzilla collectors, Ultraman fans, Gamera lovers, kaiju, fans in general? This is Oscar Solis, Monster Maniac, and of course, Articulated Pimp Simp, doing first ever YouTube video. So I'm doing this through my phone, so see how it all goes. This literally is gonna be my first time doing all this stuff, so of course, bear with me, you guys. And also, so how I want to start off, even though I'm very late on it. I want to start off my G-Fest haul for my very first ever G-Fest 30, which I have my, tag right here, G-Fest 30. Of course, the awesome G-Fantasy design done by Bob Eggleton himself, which is pretty damn cool. Yeah, it was just an amazing time going to G-Fest for the very first time, meeting my fellow MWA members from, pretty much everyone from MWA, well, actually, I'm going to say everyone's names, Jordan, Adrian, Eric, Celeste, Christian, Joe. I think that's about everyone. Obviously, a few others weren't able to make it to the convention, but nonetheless, it was great to finally meet them in person over in Chicago. Also, for the very first time, flying over, to another place, which is crazy. But anyways, I want to go ahead and get into of course, the things that are not figure related. Mostly the autographs and so on and so forth, the art pieces and whatnot. But yeah, so I want to go ahead and start off with this amazing piece right here, done by the very talented man himself, Bob Eggleton. Here is the 2019 Godzilla from the Godzilla King of the Monsters film. I just love this. I saw this. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get this. So this is my, one of the few art pieces that I've actually gonna get into. I just love Bob Eggleton's work, and it's just amazing. There's that right there. This one right here was actually a gift because I did a trade off for one of my YMSF figures for this right here from Jordan Adorno himself. The realest Goji fan. His Gamora Evolution art piece. This is just amazing, when from the Showa Gamora through the powered 80s, early 2000s, Ultra Galaxy, EX Gamora, Round Express Gamora, oh my gosh, just love this amazing piece, and of course just amazing gift for a trade-off from Jordan himself, which is amazing. Let's see. Oh no, this one right here. This one right here is actually a signed autograph and. Well, not autograph, signed DVD copy of Destroy All Monsters, which is a Gamera film. Signed by the man himself, Carl Craig. Oh, you know what? The movie Gamera vs. Virus. My bad. The title slipped out of my head. Yes, Gamera vs. Virus, or Destroy All Monsters, which is or Destroy All Planets. This copy right here, he brought in only 50 copies, and this copy has voice commentary of Carl Craig himself. Amazing human being and such a great guy. And also, we were sponsoring him from MWA, where it was sponsoring him, and he was just a great guy just to me, which is amazing. But yeah, this is pretty cool. Oh, and then also, if y'all are wondering why my shelves are around now, I'm reorganizing my shelves right now. So I thought, it'd be a perfect time to finally do all this. Oh, and then I'd like to show y'all the official program of G-Fest 30, which is pretty damn cool. I do love this. I'm thinking about wanting to get this frame probably. It's just amazing, with so many amazing special guests and appearances and whatnot. It's just amazing. Alright, now some of these actually have them in portfolios, that way I can keep them nice and clean, make sure no scuffs happen to them or whatnot. Let's see. So, this one right here, the G-Fest, the people that were in charge of G-Fest, they were able to have to have special guests from the Ultraman series, and of course we have the wonderful 1966, from my opinion, first Ultra female character or whatever. I'm not trying to butcher her name, but good thing I wrote her name down. Miss Hiroko Sakuraya. And what a beautiful human being. Like, she's just wonderful. And of course, I'm blanking out on the character that she played in the original 1966 Ultraman, but she did an amazing job. I loved her character in the show, and she was just amazing human being. Like, wow, just really loved her. And also, I wanted, since it was 1966, I wanted to get one where it has like a black and white photo of her, and this one stood out, and I love this. She's, again, just an amazing human being. All right, next one. I actually got an autograph from Ultraman himself. Well, actually, the guy that played Ultraman in the suit. And that man is Mr. Ben Furuya. Nowadays, when it comes to the Showa era, characters, actors, suit actors, so on and so forth, like, there's barely a few left that are still around. So, like, if anyone that's going to a G-Fest convention or All Monsters Attack or Godzilla Fest, anywhere, any convention that has anyone from the Showa era, Heisei, whatever, from any time period, go for it. You will not be disappointed, and you will honestly probably will regret it afterwards, because all our favorite people are getting older, and we're getting older, and life comes and goes, and you never know you never know when will be the last time. So I really wanted to get his autograph as well, which is amazing. A great human being. He was such a character. All right, let's see the next ones. And let's see, like, it was just an amazing time. I was there Thursday, didn't leave until Monday, but oh my gosh, it was just an amazing time. Yes, these right here are made by a very talented artist or designer, and it's from my good old buddy. Excuse me for one minute. Mr. Jared Modena, and his Instagram is Jared Modena's design or dot design on Instagram. He does like his own versions of, like, say, Shimo and Scar King, which is pretty awesome. And of course, I also have this one signed when he has like his own version of Space Godzilla, which is pretty damn awesome, and I really love it. And he's done an amazing job, and he's been doing a whole lot more after G-Fest. Like, he's a non-stop amazing artist. Like, and it was a pleasure meeting him in person as well. He was just a great guy. Let's see, next one. This one here should be the last. See, okay, the last two. Yes. So this one right here, this gentleman right here was his first time ever coming to G-Fest, and he was just a great human being as well. And this gentleman right here is Mr. Let me see. Write down his name. Okay, the 1998 Godzilla himself, Mr. Oh my goodness, Kurt Carley. First time ever going to G-Fest, and it was just a blast meeting him in person. Like, I honestly, we were all, some of us were like that as a kid. Like, the Godzilla 98 film wasn't like our favorite, but we grew out of it. Some of us grew out of it. We loved the film for what it is, and he did one hell of a job. And the some of the suits that he was in for Godzilla 98, and of course he even played the little infant Godzillas as well, which is pretty damn cool. Like. And also, from I didn't know about this. He even played the Predator from the Batman vs Predator little crossover battle on YouTube, which is pretty damn sick. But of course, I gotta get this one where it has that iconic scene right here from Godzilla 98, where he's clutching onto a building and just roaring up into the sky with thunder and lightning all around, which is pretty damn cool. And this right here. This one right here, I was dying to have an autograph of her and everything. And of course, I ordered this photo from Miss Haley herself, or as other people would know her on Instagram, Miss New Lington. I hope I'm not butchering. Hopefully I'm saying her Instagram name right. But anyways, like, just a talented human being. Obviously she, I missed out on seeing her in her Godzilla Evolved cosplay, which was last year, and I'm like, but this year she did her Shimo cosplay, and it's just amazing. And again, like, very talented cosplayer, everything. Like, Really looking forward to seeing more of her work in person next year. Like, she even brought out her Godzilla 98 cosplay as well. It was just amazing. Was not done yet, but next year for damn sure it's gonna be amazing when it's completely done. She was still able to see her in it, moving around and everything, having lights, sound, and little smoke effects coming out of its mouth. Oh my gosh, Miss Haley, keep doing what you're doing, and really can't wait for next year to meet more of your work in person as well. Okay, so that's pretty much like the autographs, but I also have one autograph, and I'm just gonna go and get straight into the figure collecting. But you know what? Actually, scratch that. I'm gonna get into like the shirts that I bought, and I only bought 2 of them, and also a shot glass too. So the first thing I got was the G-Fest shot glass. I survived G-Fest right here. I survived G-Fest 30, which is pretty damn cool. It goes both ways. Oh, I'm sorry if I'm like stuffing up my nose and all that stuff. Allergies are acting up, so I'm trying to get through this as quick as I can. Then also the G-Fest 30 shirt. Pretty sick, amazing, just love it. Next thing is this one was a big surprise because they had since Ultraman was there, the suits were there. People there was like reenacting fights and whatnot, meet and greets. It was just amazing, and sure enough, Ultraman Z or Ultraman Z made a special guest appearance, and of course I think the director or producer of the of Ultraman Z was there as well, and amazing. I saw this shirt, and sure enough, the guy from Robo 7, unfortunately I can't remember his name, but I saw him giving away some shirts, or he was selling them. I'm like, how much? And I'm like, I'll take it. And I made sure, and I even took a picture of both Ultraman Z and of course the director or producer himself. But then when I saw the shirt, you know what? I'm gonna buy the shirt. I'm gonna put this on, go back again, take my picture again, and I had to, and it was such a great time. I just love this shirt. Such amazing work. Okay. Next thing. All right. Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start off with the figures that I got before G-Fest. And this one was one of them. It literally showed up. Wait. This showed up before or after? You know what? I'll just go and get straight to the figures from G-Fest. So, these two were my very first ever collectibles, or not collectibles, first purchases from G-Fest itself. Both YMSF, Final Wars Manda, the curled up version, which is sick, amazing, and the brand new YMSF Zetus from Gamera the Brave. Now, obviously, they had 2 versions of it. This one had the closed mouth with the frill down right here. And then they had a second one where the mouth is open, but with the tongue, the forked tongue or whatever sticking out. And, of course, the frill sticking out. I wanted to get this one because this one was I seen it, this form I seen a little bit more in the film. I mean, of course, I could have bought the frilled one as well, but I want to get this one first. So, yeah, my very first purchases from G-Fest itself, which is pretty damn sick. Next thing is, and let's see, and of course I'm not going to go in any particular order. I just want to show those 2 as my first ever purchases. Let's see. Oh, and you know what? Actually, this is actually my second purchase. Shout out to Toku Toy Town. I went ahead and bought myself my very first ever Maru-san figure. Now, I'm not big into Sofubi or anything like that, but of course, thanks to guys from MWA and Miss Christine Chapman, and her and my MWA family, they got me hooked on into it, the Sofubi rabbit hole, and I bought 3 out of the 5 Mondo Evolved Godzillas, and sure enough, I got myself my very first ever Maru-san Godzilla 2000/99, whichever one you want to call it, the lava variant, and I even had it signed by the creator that made Godzilla 2000 himself, Mr. Shinichi Wakasa. Now, ever since of course, when I started getting into the whole Sofubi deal, I pretty much went ahead and I looked around, seeing what else that's Fleet related I could find. I speaks my interest or that's speaking to me, and sure enough, this Marusan Godzilla 99/2000 from that I saw on eBay multiple times, and of course people having it in their collection, and I'm like, you know what, I gotta find it. Went to Tokyo Toy Town. I asked if they had the lava variant where the colors where it's red, black, yellow, and yeah, pretty much red, black, and yellow. Sure enough, they had the only one there. I'm like, nope, I'm taking it, and now I have it. And literally, I think this was the only one that was at the convention itself. Because after that, when I went back the next day, or I think like the last hour on day one, they were all gone, and it was grateful. Mwah. So yeah, so now I am officially done with the ones with the autographs and stuff. And also, just to let y'all know, like, the day it came with the Hedorah card or whatever with the staples and all that, but me personally, I really don't care about the bags or the Hedorah card personally. If it's in a box, okay, it's a box. I'm gonna keep the box. But when it comes to like the Hedorah card, I mean, honestly, people, other collectors, they will keep it themselves. But me personally, I am just not for me or whatever. But I'll just hold on to it until I decide to throw it in the trash. Okay, so next thing I got. Let's see. Let's get into the Bandai figures. So let's see. One of the Bandais I bought was, again, it really doesn't matter which one I bought first. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Let's go in this one. The Gemstone Megalon, or Megalon Rex, or whatever people call it. Now this, when they first did the Gemstone Godzilla vs. Megalon video on YouTube, or from Japan, from Toho, or whoever that made it, I loved it. Now this Megalon design, it does belong for sure in the Heisei era. Like, this is just amazing. And also, mind you, I do have all the tags that I bought on, but of course I'll show that after I show off the Bandai figures that I got. So yeah, I got the Gemstone Megalon. And also a cool little thing where some people may or may not know. You can actually like shove in the arms a little bit. Of course, you can use like a bit of the hair dryer or whatever. And you can actually shove in the arms a little bit. And look at that. You can actually have it more upwards. Look at that. And of course, it still rotates and all a little bit, but of course, if you're you're a little bit worried about the paint scuffs and all, which is okay. It's just optional for some people to do it. Because I saw it on a video whenever the Bandai first came out, and I'm like, okay, this is pretty cool. I think I might actually do that. And yeah, it is a bit of a hassle to pop it back out a bit because you don't obviously want to rub. Oh hell, I'll just leave it the way it is for right now. Let's see, I'll put it right here. Next thing I got, the new 1994 Godzilla from Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla. Pretty sick. We finally got ourselves a bit of a more movie accurate of the 1994 Godzilla from Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla, which is pretty damn sick. Yeah, so this is amazing. I love it. Cause see right there. Well, y'all can't see it because obviously it's blurry. But anyways, yeah, I just love this figure. It's pretty damn sick. And I'm like, wow, I'm so happy that I actually purchased this because I was actually thinking about passing up on it because I had a list. And actually, this thing was on my list. I'm like, you know what? I need to stick with at least some of the stuff that went on my list. And also, the Gemstone Megalon was also on my list as well. Let's see. Oh, the Bandai GMK 6-inch Godzilla from Godzilla, Mothra, King Ghidorah, Giant Monsters All Out Attack. Obviously this is pretty much like a shrunken down version of the 8-inch one, but still nonetheless, I am so happy that they did like a 6-inch scale, which is pretty sick. Just amazing. Also that was on my list, which is pretty cool. Oh, and also like even the Marusan figure was on my list, and of course these two, the YMSFs, like I didn't put them on the list because obviously I was undecided at the time, but I'm happy I got them. Let's see. Next Bandai. Oh, okay, now this one I actually had this a few years back, but I decided to sell it and just to make space and all. But I was like, you know what? Out of all the Godzilla designs, I actually love this one. It's actually in one of my top favorites or top 10 outside of my top 10, I think, designs. Godzilla Earth. Now this one is actually the not the Phileas one, which is the smaller one. This is actually the Godzilla Earth itself. That was in 2017, 2018, and 2019. Wait, yeah, 2017, 18, and 19 from Godzilla. Godzilla the Animated Trilogy, which is pretty sick. I love the pose. I love the paint job of the dorsal plates and everything. And yeah, pretty sick. I love it. I forgot how much I loved it when I first bought it, and when I bought it again, I'm like, okay, now I'm loving it again. It's pretty damn sick figure to have. Okay, trying to make sure I have space. I can put some Bandai figures in here or whatever. Next thing, the next Bandai figure. You know what? Let's see. This one right here. The Godzilla 1991. Now this one, I actually bought the first issue. Now the reason why is because the second issue they reissued it, but the difference is the paint job. Now this one is more like the dorsal plate is all sprayed on. Now the reissue is more like it's clean paint, like it's more like clean. It's not like sprayed on like this, it's more like evenly painted. And that bugged me a bit because I like it much better when it's more painted on or sprayed on. Like it's just something that Bandai did back in the day, where they just sprayed on the colors for the dorsal plates, and of course the tag. The tag was the wrong picture. It was they used the photo of the 1989 Godzilla from Godzilla vs. Biollante, but it didn't bug me that much. I mean, Bandai, they tend to use the wrong images sometimes from some of the older Bandai figures or the newer ones, which it doesn't bother me. I really don't care. As long as the figure it looks pretty damn cool to me, I'm all for it. Next one. This one is the brand new Burning Godzilla from Godzilla vs. Destroyer. This one is pretty much, I would say, like the third version of it. Because the first one was obviously like the different skull, different paint job. It was more a little bit translucent. Then of course they reissued it again back in 2017 or 2018, I believe. And it's for sure before 2020. And it was the same sculpt, different paint scheme. I loved it, but when they did a third one, I'm like, oh hell yeah! I'm gonna get it. It's it's a new sculpt, new paint job. It's pretty sick. I love it. Yes. Next one, the last oh no, not the last one. Oop, I just sneeze. Oop, excuse me. Ooh, excuse me. Woo. Okay, now this one right here. I have been wanting this particular version of Godzilla for years, mostly the Bandai figure. I have the reissue of it. I am still debating on wanting to get the memorial box, because obviously it's the memorial box. That one came in this back in 2004 or 2005, whatever the Bandai 50th anniversary set came out. But I wanted the more like upscaled version of it, and that is Godzilla 2000. Now this is just a little bit of a taller figure. It's closer to a little bit more of these almost 7-inch scale. Like, I love it. It's a little bit bigger. The paint scheme on the dorsal plates are different because the newer one and the original one, or the reissue or whatever, the dorsal plates don't have like this silvery paint right here. The only one that does is of course this one. And of course I kept the tag intact. Like I wanted to make sure that this one stays intact because I love how the tag looked. Loved it. And this was actually on the third day of G-Fest. So it was like the last day of G-Fest. I wanted to get this figure. And I was so happy that I was able to find it. Alright, the last Bandai figure that I got. Now this was really up on my list. And I was debating on which one I wanted to get. Whether it was the 50th Memorial Box or the Dream Projects. I think that's the one I said right. That is the 1975 Godzilla from Terror of Mechagodzilla. Now this one is the DreamWorks project because this one is the black version of it, the more charcoal black paint scheme. Now obviously the Memorial Box, that one's more green. I can't remember why they painted it green, but I mean, it stood out. It was pretty damn cool, but I wanted the more charcoal black, And of course they had a reissue of this figure. But like it's the DreamWorks project. Like I don't know. I feel like if I got the reissue, I probably would see the difference in the paint scheme. I believe. But I mean, it's just like I wanted the original. or not the original. I wanted like the more like this. It's more nostalgic. That's to me, you know. And I love it. And I love 1975 Godzilla. This is honestly my number one favorite Showa Godzilla design, hands down, over 62, over 64, over 54, so on and so forth. I just love it. All right, now let me show y'all the tags because I have them all in here in the little sleeves. So I have, of course, here's the Gemstone Megalon that came in 2023, which is pretty sick. And then I have here the other newer Godzillas. This is the newer the Dream Projects 75 Godzilla. Here's the, or actually, yeah, this is pretty like version 2, version 3 of whatever Burning Godzilla that barely came out this year. And then of course here's the 1991 Godzilla. That has the 89 tag, of course, or 89 picture. And here's the Godzilla Earth, Godzilla 94, and GMK/2001 Godzilla, which is pretty sick. So yeah, so those are my Bandai figures. I'm gonna put these over here. All right, let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and get into let's see. Let's go into this one. So now this one I actually bought. I already have the figure of it, but I wanted to buy a second one for pretty much one reason only, and actually take it apart and use the parts to actually make the one I have a little bit longer. So I bought myself a second Tiamat, but this one, y'all can tell, I actually took off the two middle sections of the second one that I bought. And wait, actually no, 3 sections because, wait, let me see. Wait. Yeah, 2 of them. Wait. I see 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 2 of them. So I put 2 and 2 together. So I used 3 of them. No, I used 2 of them right here, and then of course the other one. Wait a minute. I'm getting myself. No, yeah. So I kept 2 of them on the front pretty much, and I used the other 2 to extend it a little bit. And because I put, so 1, 2, 3, then here's the 4th one. So, you know, again, like I used 2 to extend the middle section of it. Or, no, actually, yeah, I used 2 of them to extend. Oh my goodness, I'm getting myself confused, honestly. So, anyways, I used the middle sections of Tiamat to make this a little bit longer. That way, you know, you can actually like wrap around Godzilla or whatever figures that I have, you know, like in the movie. I mean, I know for sure I'll probably keep it a little bit longer until I have the Haya Toys Tiamat that was just revealed over at San Diego Comic-Con, which is pretty sick. So I got that Tiamat. Let's see. Next thing I got, let's see. Now this figure right here, this was actually a return to one of the tables because there was the tongue accessory was missing, and they brought it down a few bucks. And I saw it, I'm like, you know what? I don't care as long as it has at least one of the tongues in its mouth or whatever that attached. I'm taking it. So I bought myself the Haya Toys number 10 Skullcrawler from GVK, Godzilla vs. Kong 2021. Pretty sick. Love it. And I'm still planning on getting more Skullcrawlers, rather 2 number 10s and 2 of the 2017 version of it, which is sick. I can have a whole pack. Okay. Oh yeah, and also of course with the Tiamat, I even the Playmates Tiamat, I even have the sub from the movie as well. Let's see, next one. Now this one's where I bought these collectibles right here. These were actually from Titanic Creations, which is pretty cool because like my title says, I'm Monsterverse Maniac, and of course the Articulated Pimp Sim, which I love. I am more of an articulated collector, and I love this. And I was debating on which one I wanted to get, but I wanted the more like movie screen accurate. So I got myself the Titanic Creations Pulgasari. Pretty damn cool figure. I saw it in person. And I saw another figure, a collectible, but of course I'll get into that a little bit later on. But I just wanted Pulgasari a lot more because he actually stood out a lot more. Like I wanted like a more like somewhat humanoid-esque pose of a kaiju, which is pretty sick. And of course here's the little tiny Pulgasari. It's been, you know, how many minutes I've seen the movie, so I can't remember if this was an infant or not, or yeah, actually I think this was an infant or something. I can't remember. And of course here's the Pulgasari figure itself. Titanic Creations have been doing one hell of a job with their articulated figures. First one was obviously Gorgo, then Paul Gasari, and then recently Young Gary. And then, of course, I'm still waiting for their Titanicus himself to be released, because right now it's on pre-order. For those of y'all that are wondering where to get it, just look up Titanic Creations on Instagram or Facebook, and click one of their links to go to the website, and there you go. Their figure is right there out on pre-order, and they're trying to set. They have certain goals to where they reach certain amounts of figures that are being purchased for pre-order or whatever. Then we get to add in. They get to add in accessories as they go on, which is pretty sick. And of course, so of course Paul Gasari comes in with 2 buildings, interchangeable hands, three little trains or that connect together, and of course a little base right here on the bottom where you can see it. Let's see. So I have that right there. Right there. Then also from Titanic Creations, I bought their plushie of Titanicus. This is actually my first ever plushie. I love this little sucker. And this is pretty much from now on my forever flight buddy. I'm not big into the whole flying deal, so it calms my nerves a bit, which is pretty cool, and I love it. Let's see, the next one I got. Yes. I bought myself SH Figuarts Ultraman Leo. I love Ultraman Leo. I have him right here in a cool pose. Obviously, I'll probably change the pose a little bit later on. He's more in a battle pose or battle stance or whatever. He's ready to fight any aliens or any kaijus that get in his way to trying to protect the planet and whatnot, which is pretty sick. And of course, I am planning on getting his cape or mantle, whatever it's called, for him as well, because I just love how he looks with the cape. He just looks so badass with it. Next thing, and pretty much I would say this is actually the last collectible from the G-Fest itself, and of course afterwards I'll get into the ones I got after G-Fest, and the ones that I got that were gifted from collectors as well. Now this right here, I've been meaning to get this dinosaur for years. A few years or so, or for a good while. And this, I bought this from the guys from Beasts of the East, or the Beasts of the Mesozoic. That is the Aeneosaurus. I love the the dinosaurs, the Ceratopsians species, and it's pretty damn cool. Like the Aeneosaurus, they have it at a certain, they have them in certain scales to where they scale, if they were in real life or whatever. When it's the 1/18th scale. And the Aeneosaurus and the cool thing is the figure actually comes with a cool little card right here where it has the Aeneosaurus that's done by an artist where I can't remember the artist's name, but love the art design on this, which is pretty sick. And then of course here it is, the Aeneosaurus, which is known for its name is called Buffalo Lizard. And of course here it is, the good old Aeneosaurus that I got from Beasts of the Mesozoic. I love this design. I love it. I had one of their other Ceratopsians a few years ago, but I unfortunately had to sell it. But this one, when I saw this in person, I wanted to get this so badly because I love the Aeneosaurus. One of my favorite Ceratopsians species of that, for sure. I am still planning to get their Styracosaurus, Triceratops, and of course one of their Smilodons as well, which is pretty sick. And I unfortunately missed out on those because they've sold out. They first sold out within the first 2 days of G-Fest, and I saw, I'm like, damn, should have bought them. I had the chance. So for any of y'all that love this kind of stuff, whether it's articulated dinosaurs or kaijus, if y'all see it on the first day or whatever, and if they're on a limited run, don't wait on it. Do it. Okay, now that's pretty much everything that I have that I bought from G-Fest. Wait. Making sure I don't forget anything else. Okay, yeah, so that's pretty much everything that I bought from G-Fest. Now, these 2 collectibles, they were actually they were purchased from one of my good buddies, my brother, Adrian Settle himself, Godzilla Train 1090, over at his hometown, or his city. And these were, of course, Target. Well, one of us is Target exclusive, one of us just a regular. He got me the Hammond Collection Stygimoloch from Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. I love this dinosaur when it first appeared, which is pretty cool. I love it. And of course, one of the big ones I've been looking for, the Hammond Collection Stegosaurus from Jurassic Park The Lost World, or Jurassic Park 2 The Lost World, or The Lost World from 1997, which is pretty sick. I love the Stegosaurus. It's pretty cool. It's like one of my bigger collectibles I have from the Hammond Collection as well. Like, I had the Baryonyx a few years ago, but I got rid of that one as well. Like, I'm trying to get like the more I guess famous, or the ones I grew up as a kid the most, like Stegosaurus, Triceratops, the Spinosaurus. That one's really up on my list, trying to find it, which is pretty cool. Target exclusives, but of course, you know, a lot of people, scalpers, whatever, they'll find them and purchase them and sell them for big bucks, which, yeah. Anyways, big, huge thanks to Mr. Adrian Settle, my brother. Love you so much. Thank you so much for these 2 gifts. All right, that's pretty much everything that's like from the convention itself. So let me go ahead and show y'all the stuff that came in after G-Fest or before G-Fest or whatever. So this one right here, this one goes back to Titanic Races, but I saw this on eBay, and the reason why I bought this is because I just wanted the accessories mostly. There's nothing, you know, obviously I have nothing against the monster, whatever. It's just, I mean, like, I love the monster, but I just wanted the accessories mostly, because it came with a lot of accessories. And that one is, of course, the monster Young Gary. Now, this one, when I bought it, it didn't come with the figure itself, the monster itself. Like, the seller just kept it, which is totally fine. I'm fine with that. It doesn't bug me. You know, he was selling the accessories, like the buildings, the helicopters, the jets, the tanks, or whatever. The only thing he actually left in were the laser horn effect piece, and of course the Young Gary's like flamethrower type, whatever, which is pretty cool. You know, like I said, like when I bought Pulgasar, it spoke to me. That's something like, okay, I need this figure. I need this in my collection. The Young Gary, I've seen the movie and all. It's cool and all, but it's just like, nah, don't want it in my collection. Like, I feel if I bought it, they say no, I'm gonna be selling it. So like, I want to make sure I'm being selective with the articulated figures that speak to me. And if I had to sell them, okay, that's fine. You know, it's how collecting goes. Now, next thing I got, now this right here. This one came in after G-Fest as well. I purchased, this was on pre-order, and I made sure to buy it before I left. This was from the Funko Pop website. It's a Funko Pop exclusive. Space Godzilla. Space Godzilla from Funko Pop. And this one is, Funko Pop exclusive. It's Space Godzilla. It's an original because I don't think they did a Space Godzilla sculpt at any point in time. Unless they did, I just couldn't remember. But yes, this exclusive right here is pretty sick. The unfortunate thing is the box is actually bigger than any regular like this. Like, I can't put this protective case over this because y'all can tell it's much bigger. So that's a downside of it, because I really want to put a protective case over this. Or hopefully, well, maybe, who knows, maybe Funko Pop will actually decide to make some bigger ones for this kind of bigger Funko Pop boxes that are exclusives. It would be great, but we'll see what happens. Now, this one right here is actually a gift from good old MWA members, fellow brother and sister to me, Miss Celeste and Christian, who are also moderators from MWA, like myself, and they gifted me my first ever cute, so something different for me. Like, I am not big into this kind of stuff, but if it's a gift from people that that I know, or that are like gifts in general, I'll take them. And that is the Super 7 Godzilla 89 Trike. First ever tricycle, or Trike Goji, or whatever. Like, it's pretty cool. Something very different. This one was actually from the Super 7 Kaiju Response Team, which is pretty cool. Like, they had like a special event for around when San Diego Comic-Con was going on, and it was pretty damn cool. And again, this was a gift from them, and it was just amazing. I love them both. Chris and Celeste, they got so much. Oh, of course, if y'all don't know, they also have they also have social medias as well, which is pretty cool. I can't remember their Instagram names, unfortunately, but yeah. Anyways, so here it is, Godzilla 89 Trike, and I love it. Like, it's adorable.
it, you know, chains and all that. You know, you can actually wind it back and let go of it, and it'll go back. It goes forward, which is pretty sick. And yeah, this is something very different out of my comfort zone, and I love them both for it. Like, it is pretty damn cool. I even brought it up on one of our live streams or one of our box days on MWA Monsters with Attitude, that we should have, for whoever those that has the Godzilla track, we should all take it to G-Fest next year and have a race, which would be pretty cool. Alright, now this one right here, this is a big one. This one I've been waiting for pretty much over a year. It was out on pre-order a year ago from Awesome Collector, and you know, I'm a very patient man. I know this figure's gonna come in, rather, you know, of course everyone else has got theirs a lot earlier than me, which is fine. Which is pretty cool. And this one I've been waiting for for Figuarts or Monster Arts, whoever companies doing our highly articulated figure of this specific monster from one of my favorite Ultraman movies, Ultraman Gaia, The Battle in Hyperspace. That is King of Mons. Yes. 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 Such an amazing figure. It's a big chungus for sure. It comes with cool accessories right here. You actually see the clenched claws or whatever, clamps or whatever on its chest, like its belly or chest, where you can swap out the little pieces and you can put them where like he's clamping on the Ultra Heroes. He also has a second pair of interchangeable hands. Let's see. Yeah, you can even see it right here. These here's the interchangeable hands where you can barely see from the blurriness. And yeah, pretty sick monster. I love the design. Literally in my top 10 favorite Ultra monster designs. And of course, here is the figure itself, King of Mons, which is woo amazing. I love the figure. The only, of course, this is just mine. The only downside on mine is, unfortunately, since it's, you know, of course, yeah, there's multiple factories, other people working on it, so on. So, unfortunately, mine has a little bit of extra plastic or extra material that's not letting the wings go all the way down, because you can actually see like this wing right here is actually all the way down. This one is still sticking up a little bit. You know, it doesn't bother me too much, but I'll actually probably do a little bit of work on it, maybe grind up or cut up a little pieces of the material off of it. That way the wings can go down a little bit more on the right side, or on my right side, which is this one right here. But nonetheless, doesn't really bother me too much. But I mean, I'll still probably work on it anyways. But yes, love this figure. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Literally everything that I bought from yes, that is actually everything that I bought from G-Fest. Everything, then things that were on pre-order, that came in before or after G-Fest, and of course gifts, so on and so forth. And yes, I took that from Leslie Chambers himself, which is quite funny. Love you, Leslie. But yeah, that's pretty much everything from my G-Fest haul, for my also first ever video for YouTube or anywhere else I'm gonna probably post this on. But yeah, again, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe on my YouTube channel. And also, like, if you want to follow me on Instagram, I'm my Instagram name is Oscar Solis, or Oscar. I know I changed it, but I already can't remember the title of it. But it's Oscar Solis, the Monsterverse Maniac Articulated Pimp Simp, or Oscar Solis, the Monsterverse Maniac, whichever one. Like I posted a lot of pictures, a lot of videos for my G-Fest trip for sure, before, during, and after, which is great.